rise this morning to discuss the issue about wind pressure zones, so where the actual wind pressure zones have been changed or not changed yesterday by the Wind Tenancy Board. I think there's a need for debate with the Minister for Local Government about where we're going with the actual wind pressure zones and how effective they've been in some areas. I know the leader has a great interest in what I'm going to say regarding the Town of Carrickline, where half the towns in one is in a wind pressure zone and the other half isn't. And the metrics, when they're formulated on the new constituency, meant that the only way you could work is if you took the other side of Carrickline, the northern half, out of it, which wouldn't be appropriate. And this is about, in many ways, looking at the wind pressure zones itself and how we actually deal with it. We're dealing with it on a constituency, a local election constituency basis. It is too big a geographical area. It doesn't make logical sense to have a wind pressure zone in one local election district. What we need to be doing here, Carrick, is looking at legislation regarding how we define a wind pressure zone. A wind pressure zone, in my opinion, should be the town and the hinterland around that town. I'll give an example. Kinsale is not in a wind pressure zone. It is literally 20 miles away from a wind pressure zone in Cork City, but it has the highest rents in Ireland. So we need to do something so places like Kinsale don't have extraordinary rents that they do have at the moment, increasing on a multiple. The whole precept of having it on electoral bound on electoral districts doesn't make sense. We need to relook at it. We need to change it. Carrickline as an entity needs to be together as one wind pressure zone. Kinsale also, because the pressure is within the town, not within the rural hinterland around it. So I think, Leader, and you might back me in this, that we need to get Minister Owen Murphy in here. We need to have a real serious debate about where we're going to go with wind pressure zones. People are paying extraordinary rents in some areas. We need to ensure that we give them the benefit of the security of a wind pressure zone. And for that to happen, we need to change how we actually calculate it and how we define it. We're defining it too big. We need to bring it back down to the urban centres where the major pressure is.